Beyond the Gates. New daytime series premieres CBS Monday, February 24th.
Light snow showers and flurries gradually diminishing tonight. Most of you getting less than an inch, maybe a little more in some spots. Complete weather details for the weekend coming up at 11.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, we'll have the latest as emergency crews continue to battle the wildfire in California. Today, they say they've made some progress. Plus, President-elect Trump is sentenced, but he won't be facing any punishment. We'll tell you about the judge's decision. And it was a busy week on Capitol Hill. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon breaks down some of the major events this past week. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Checking these out from Marquette toward the weekend. Saturday, not too bad. We start out with some sunshine, and then clouds will increase later on the day. We'll keep the snow away, though. Temperatures cold, but not too bad. Mid-20s for your highs, and the winds won't be all that strong. Most everyone else in the mid to upper 20s here for your high temperatures. Some snow does arrive in the western shores of Lake Superior by late in the day, and maybe a little local lake effect near Newberry as well. Rest of the forecast into Sunday coming up later in the show. Kevin?
Tom, thanks very much. Firefighters battling the devastating Los Angeles County wildfires are beginning to make progress, but dangerous flame-driving winds are forecast to pick up again this weekend. At least 11 people have died. Ashley Sharp reports from Pacific Palisades, California.
As the weekend arrives, firefighters are still battling the most catastrophic wildfires Los Angeles County has ever seen. Hundreds of thousands of people remained evacuated Friday as new fires ignited, threatening more neighborhoods.
We will not stop until the fires are fully contained.
California Governor Gavin Newsom is calling for an independent investigation into the loss of water pressure to local fire hydrants during this week's deadly infernos. Amid growing questions about the planning and response, Newsom also says he wants answers about the reported unavailability of water supplies from a key reservoir. People are trickling in and out of the Family Resource Center here in Pacific Palisades, set up as a central hub for people to report missing family members or get any other help that they need. People from the community are chipping in to help those displaced.
It's overwhelming. Yeah. You know, and it doesn't take much to help out somebody else.
This video showing a family's terrifying escape from their Los Angeles home moments before it went up in flames has caused an outpouring on social media. The family is coming to grips with their loss.
The times aren't gone, the memories aren't gone, the house is gone, but the love that was in the house, that's still in me.
Friday, Prince Harry and Meghan visited the hard-hit Pasadena, where they comforted those affected by the wildfires and met with first responders.
It's now estimated that more than 12,000 homes and other structures, including businesses and cars, have been destroyed by the wildfires. President-elect Donald Trump was formally sentenced today in the hush money case in New York. He was given an unconditional discharge and will not face any punishment. Bradley Blackburn has more.
In a historic courtroom moment, President-elect Donald Trump appeared virtually before a New York judge to be sentenced as a convicted felon.
Never before has this court been presented with such a unique and remarkable set of circumstances.
In the brief proceeding, Judge Juan Merchan gave Trump an unconditional discharge. Trump will have a criminal record, but will not face prison time or probation. The president-elect, who was with his attorney at his Mar-a-Lago home, listened via video link. Before the judge announced his decision, Trump spoke to the court.
But the fact is that I'm totally innocent. I did nothing wrong.
Trump had faced up to 4 years in prison for the conviction, but prosecutors agreed to the unconditional discharge after Trump's presidential win. The sentence comes little more than a week before his inauguration.
This is the proverbial slap on the wrist. It is symbolic. It is an acknowledgement that there was a conviction, and it is essentially no more.
A Manhattan jury convicted Trump in May 2024 on 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. Prosecutors said he had attempted to cover up a $130,000 hush money payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels ahead of the 2016 election. Trump and his attorneys have vowed to appeal, a process that could play out while he is in the White House.
Trump had asked the U.S. Supreme Court for a last-minute stay of sentencing, but late Thursday, the court denied that request in a narrow 5-4 decision. In election certification, a state funeral, and a big blizzard were just some of the major events in our nation's capital this week. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon has a look at the key takeaways from this week in Washington.
It was another action-packed week here in Washington, and with the upcoming inauguration, cabinet confirmation hearings, and so much more, it won't be slowing down here anytime soon. Kicking things off this week was a big snowstorm leaving the mid-Atlantic under severe weather advisories. The snow not stopping Monday's certification of President-elect Donald Trump's victory in November.
Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida has received 312 votes.
The certification this year was smooth and peaceful, not the case 4 years ago. The snow also did not stop the arrival of 39th President Jimmy Carter on Tuesday, who died on December 29th at the age of 100. Carter lied in state at the U.S. Capitol until his state funeral at the National Cathedral on Thursday. Wednesday evening, President-elect Donald Trump was back on Capitol Hill for a closed-door meeting with Republican senators to discuss best approaches for advancing his agenda.
We had a great meeting. There's great unity.
On Thursday, the Senate cleared a major procedural hurdle to advance the Laken Riley Act. Earlier in the week, the House passed the bill named after the 22-year-old nursing student from Georgia who was killed by an illegal immigrant last year. The act cracks down on those in the country illegally who commit theft-related crimes. President Biden said he's sending federal resources to Southern California to help fight deadly wildfires that broke out in Los Angeles on Tuesday. Biden announcing Thursday the federal government will step up to cover costs.
The federal government will cover 100% of the cost for 180 days.
As of Friday morning, the fires have ripped through more than 10,000 buildings, leaving over 150,000 residents under evacuation orders in LA County. Lastly, on Friday, the Supreme Court heard arguments over a law that could ban TikTok in the U.S. in less than 2 weeks if it does not cut ties with China-based parent company ByteDance.
In this case, the government wants to protect against potential national security problems, and as a result, they have forced the sale of TikTok.
The Supreme Court is likely to weigh in before the January 19th deadline. I'm Brendan Scanlon, and that was a look at This Week in Washington. Back to you.
For the first time in decades, Republicans hold all of the seats representing Michigan's Upper Peninsula. As lawmakers return to Lansing for a new term, the Upper Peninsula team is back with one freshman legislator. Carl Bonak is the new representative for Michigan's 109th district. In his first week, he introduced bills he believes will keep UP energy costs low. They would create exceptions in recent green energy laws to keep some of the RICE generators in the UP in operation.
We think that we should keep these online, and they will provide the power that we need to run our industries, to power our homes, and to power our major industries, which is the mine.
We have more about the lawmakers' first week back on our website and mobile news app. We have your first morning weather forecast with Tom DeVecchio after the break. Plus, we'll have more details on Rapid River's robotics team as they prepare to partake in the state championship downstate. And we'll take a look at what's on display at the Detroit Auto Show. It kicked off today. We'll be right back after this.
John's Auto has been voted the #1 dealer to buy pre-owned vehicle for longer than I've been alive. If you're looking for a vehicle, or if you're looking for someone to help with your current car, or if you need to get yours looking like new again, come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Here's an important message from the U.S. Med Diabetes Solutions Center. If you have diabetes, you know the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce your pain right away. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you use insulin daily, you might be eligible to get your own continuous glucose monitor. Call the U.S. Med Diabetes Solutions Center to learn about this groundbreaking new CGM technology. If you have Medicare or private insurance, call to see if you qualify for a CGM at little or no cost. Shipping is free and will even bill your insurance company for you. US Med is the #1 rated supplier on Google and Facebook reviews. So call us right now to see if you qualify for a CGM at little or no cost. US Med. Better service. Better care.
Annexing Greenland was the craziest idea he had 4 years ago, and this time it's his first idea.
Weeknights on CBS.
The world's longest running prank show is back. Just for laughs, gags.
Is your parents' car sounding funny? Do you hear any clunks, rattles, squeaks, or leaks? Tell them to call John's Auto Service Department for fast, friendly, and affordable service. Come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
Now, WZMQ TV19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Tom DeVecchio.
We have a variety of weather that we're going to see over the weekend here and into tonight. We'll have a little light snow and temperatures will be in the teens overall. Some of you near the Ottawa National Forest, you may get a little bit more from a lake effect. It'll gradually wind down as the night goes on. Temperatures into the teens. And again, up and down weekend. Saturday is the better looking day. Partly sunny overall, though the clouds will increase by late in the day. Temperatures will be in the mid-20s, lows 20 to 25. Weather system comes in. It's not particularly strong, but it does have a lot of moisture to it. And because of that, we are going to have a fairly decent amount of snow on Sunday. Note high temperatures approaching that freezing mark, so this could be a somewhat wetter, maybe a pellety type of snow, and could accumulate 3, maybe locally up to 5 inches for some of you. Could make driving a little rough. That wet snow can be kind of tough to drive in, so be ready for that. And then the colder air comes in for Sunday night as the front goes by. For tonight, though, lake effect along the western shores tapering off on Saturday as the winds will be shifting more toward the south and light, and that should move these bands offshore and eventually in the eastern side as well. Most of Saturday looking pretty good. We're going to keep it on the dry side. Clouds do increase as we head toward the afternoon. Here comes the next weather system, just getting into the western fringes of the Upper Peninsula Saturday night. Starts to kick into gear, as you can see, into Sunday morning. Most of the Upper Peninsula covered in a steady, light, maybe occasionally moderate snow, and that trend is going to continue into Sunday night. So snowfall into the mid-morning hours on Saturday, maybe up to 1 inch in Lawns, Houghton maybe 2. This area here into the central part of western Upper Peninsula, you may get a strip here of maybe 3 to 5, but the majority of you will get less than 2 inches and probably even less than 1 inch. Out toward the east, toward Newberry, you may get locally higher amounts with some of the lake effect. Now, Sunday into Monday, here are the snow amounts that we expect, up to 3 inches here in Marquette, and anywhere from 8 to 12 when you get a little lake enhancement closer toward the Lake Superior shores. McMillan and areas toward the north and west may also get about 4 to 6 inches from Sunday into Sunday night. We'll watch it, of course. For tonight, though, bounce tonight, partly to mostly cloudy. Temperatures in the teens to lower 20s. Sunshine tomorrow morning. More clouds in the afternoon. Temperatures mid to upper 20s. Sunday, you get that steady snow, maybe some snow pellets. Early flakes Monday, cold hit, but we're back into the lower to mid 30s by the end of next week.
Thanks, Tom. Right now, 4th and 5th grade students from Rapid River are downstate preparing for a robotics competition. Our Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons caught up with them before they left to see what they've been working on.
Since the beginning of the school year, the Rapid River Cookie Bots have been getting this robot competition ready.
We had our first competition before Christmas at Northern Michigan University, which was our qualifying event, and we finished second.
Now they're heading to Mason for the first LEGO League Challenge State Championship. This year's theme is Submerged, and the team has designed, built, and programmed a robot around that theme.
We learned how missions will work
and how they're built. We looked at the missions to see which ones would be the easiest and have the fastest time. We built the robot so we would be capable to do those missions.
It takes a lot of hard work to make all this movement happen, as well as diligence and patience to ensure it's programmed correctly.
We do the robot 3 times to see if it works. If it doesn't work one of those times, we do it again for 3 times.
The Cookie Bots also put their brains to work on an innovation project where they were tasked with solving a real-world problem.
We decided to go with plastic pollution. We came up with a smart bag. It is made out of all healthy materials, and it has a GPS tracker and a Bluetooth device. The GPS tracker knows when you're at the store, so it will send you a notification not to forget to bring it in.
If they perform well this weekend, the Cookie Bots could advance to the next stage of competition and even win some more trophies. But the best rewards are all the lessons they've learned.
Learned how to program and build a robot.
I learned a lot of teamwork and a lot of communication with my teammates.
And the friends they've made.
Just having fun with my teammates.
Don't worry about how we do, just have fun. The end goal is just to have the kids have fun.
Cookie Bots! Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Rapid River.
Detroit is packed this week with thousands of spectators heading to the city's auto show. Jordan Burrows gives us a sample of what's on display, including one truck decked out in Lions gear.
It is one of the biggest weeks in Detroit every single year, the Detroit Auto Show, and it promises to always deliver. More than 30 car makers are here and several exhibitions are set up. Big announcements are being made and big names are going to be here. Here's a preview of what you can expect at the 2025 Auto Show. Bright lights for a bright future. It's what the Detroit Auto Show promises. Luxury cars, luxury feel, a sense of what could be and a sense of what's coming. One of the most notable displays at the show is the Ford F-150, decked out in Detroit Lions logos and decals. Only 800 were made and only around 160 are left. John Wallawender, the F-150 brand manager, told us about the specs and why it's been so incredibly popular.
We've got the helmet tribute across the hood, so that should look familiar. If we come around to the side, like you mentioned, there's only 800 of these trucks. It was in partnership with our Southeast Michigan Ford dealers, the Lions and Ford Motor Company, so you can see which of these limited editions you're driving.
The Detroit Auto Show is one of the most influential automotive events around the world. It is open to the public starting Saturday morning and runs through January 20th. Tickets are $20 a day for adults, $10 for kids. There are also what are being called industry days. Those are January 15th and the 16th, which include forums and auto industry speakers from specific companies who will outline the future of this industry. Racing Day is also the 17th, with Indy 500 champion Joseph Newgarden making an appearance. Wallawender said he's looking forward to every single thing of what's to come.
See something that's unique. They want to sit in and experience the vehicles, which is why we come here, so customers can look, feel, touch what their new trucks, cars, and utilities are. And so we're glad to be back here again.
It certainly is going to be a fun and exciting time for the thousands of people who come out and show out here at Huntington Place in Detroit for the 2025 Auto Show.
The Detroit Auto Show runs until January 20th. Mike Ludlam has your sports highlights after the break. Was NMU able to complete an upset over one of the top hockey teams in the country? We'll find out when we come back.
Buckles Party Store, it's where the party starts in Calumet, with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brew beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckles Party Store in Calumet, it's where the party starts for everyone.
Annexing Greenland was the craziest idea he had 4 years ago, and this time it's his first idea.
Weeknights on CBS.
Getting ready, we all have our routine. Finding an outfit. Fixing your hair. And all the other little touches. Gum, check. Keys, check. Phone, check. But of all the things you remember to bring with you, naloxone could be the most important. It can reverse an opioid overdose. You can get it without a prescription in most states, and it's really easy to use. If you or someone you know is at risk for opioid overdose, naloxone could save their life. Keep it on you and at home. For more information about naloxone, visit cdc.gov/stop-overdose.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Realistic.
I will maybe have a tendency to spend too much and won't be able to pay your rent. That's the problem.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Powerful.
I don't know where you've been, but you're going to respect this courtroom. I'm going to throw you out real quick.
Mathis Court is in session.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
I'm Drew Carey from The Price is Right here on TV 19.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus, 1 year free financing and free delivery.
Hi friends, Richard Karn here. Now I'm known as the guy who can fix just about anything, but the technology in most appliances requires very special training to fix. And that's why my family has Choice Home Warranty.
Choice Home Warranty covers over 25 major home systems and appliances. That's your AC, heating, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and so much more.
Imagine for less than a cup of coffee a day, Choice Home Warranty can help protect you from expensive major system and appliance breakdowns that your homeowner's insurance doesn't cover.
Call Choice Home Warranty now and get access to a nationwide network of over 15,000 technicians and the latest appointment setting technology so you'll know when they're on their way.
So, do what this old DIYer did and call Choice Home Warranty now before something breaks down.
Get protection for your heating, AC, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and more. Call for your free quote today. Call in the next 5 minutes and get your first month free. 800-418-1754. 800-418-1754.
Good evening, everyone. It has been a rough start to the hockey season for Northern Michigan University. They have lost a number of one-goal games or two-goal games, and this weekend didn't look any better. 12th ranked Minnesota State coming into the Barrie Event Center. Let's go out there now. And it would be a good start for the Wildcats. First period, about 16 minutes in, boom, that's a goal by Ryan Duguay. And that gave NMU a 1-0 lead. We moved to the second, tied at 1, and guess what? Things go good for Northern once again, and Ryan Duguay once again. Boom! That one's into the net. Assists by Aiden Hutchinson and Jacob Elrichter. That made it 2-1 Wildcats. Then 8 minutes into the third, Duguay scores again. And son of a gun, if NMU leads 3-1, Mavericks could only score one more goal. NMU wins this one by the count of 3-2. Long losing streak snapped. Ryan Willett had 25 saves for the Wildcats. So Dave Shack's got a win in conference. Let's go to the John McGinnis Student Ice Arena in Houlton, where Michigan Tech was taking on Lake Superior State. Second period, sing! That would be a goal from Chase Pietala at 2:28. Trevor Kukkonen, Ryan Matter with the assists, 1-0 Tech. Then on the power play, Matthew Campbell scores. Steven Sardarian and Trevor Kukkonen with the assists. That's at 6-12, 2-0 Huskies. But here comes Lake State. Brian Huggins will sling one toward the net, and he is credited with the goal from Tritt Bryan and Dawson Babcoast. 2-1, Tech still leading, but not for long. Less than a minute later, Reagan Milburn puts one home. We are tied at 2. Tech had a chance to score in the second period, but no, I guess not. To the third, and Sasha Telegine will put one home from Luke Lewandowski and Brian Huggins to make it 3-2. That was at 3:22. Then just over 2 minutes to go, Lake State with an empty net goal from Telegine, and a disappointing loss for the Huskies. Lake State takes this one by the count of 4-2. To the scoreboard, elsewhere in the CCHA, Bowling Green over Bemidji State 4-3. Oh my goodness, all kinds of fun over in Minnesota. St. Thomas gets past Ferris State 9-6. In the Big Ten, Spartans over Penn State 6-4. number 1 Michigan State, I should say. And Michigan's also doing very well, defeating Notre Dame by the count of 5-3. Keenan Draper scored twice for the Wolverines. High school hockey, Brother Rice all over Houghton 5-1. Waukesha North scores in the last 3 or 4 seconds to edge Hancock 5-4. Did not hear from Escanaba and Heartland. That was a late game. And also in the North-South Showcase in Traverse City, Marquette led 4-2 going into the third. Grand Rapids Forest Hill Centrals took a 5-yard lead, but the Sentinels put one in and scored in overtime for the 6-5 victory. 2 girls high school basketball, Nagani and Ishpeming. And in the first quarter, Aubrey Johnson spots Gretel Johnson in the corner for 3. Miners grab a 10-2 lead. About 2 minutes left in the quarter. Ishpeming's Maya Hemmer enters the game. She tried to play high school volleyball in Wisconsin during the fall, but Wisconsin disallowed that. Apparently didn't have a permanent residence. So back to the basketball team she is. And it didn't, take long for her to get going as she blocks Aubrey Johnson's shot. But Nagani was not fazed. Perimeter passing, Madison Peckrule puts that one in off the window. Nagani up 14-2. Then Janessa Eagle will whip a pass to Hemmer for her first hoop of the season, but Nagani did not slow down at all. It is Gretel Johnson from the other corner knocking one down for 3. 19-4 Maize and Blue. Yes, Ishpeming called timeout. For the Hematites, Eleni Corpy to Ava Jo Harris for the floater from the baseline. It rattles in. That was so floating, it might have brought some of the snow we're getting. Sorry, Ava Jo. Miners, Liliana Saunders inside to Alina Park for the nice left-handed layup. Nagani cruised to the victory, 55-30 to remain undefeated. Hop in the cart. Let's go to Westwood, where the Patriots were hosting the Houghton Gremlins. Back and forth action in this one. We'll start in the first quarter as Izzy Marta will get the pass, and she gets down the outside shot. She had 25. Patriots on the board first. Red, white, and blue again. Lexi Olson, baseline, floating. Seems to be a popular word tonight. She had 16. Houghton transitions from defense to offense. J.C. Sleeman with the steal. She will drive all the way to the lane and dish it off to Ellie Hainold for the layup. Patriots still ahead 7-6. For Westwood, Caitlin Doney finds the path along the baseline. Good fake, hits the basket. Patriots ahead 9-8. This one would go into overtime. Houghton, after trailing by 12 in the third quarter, wins this one 56-50. How about Marquette and Menominee? And be patient with me because I have not even seen this one yet. So we're going to learn real fast how this one goes. For Marquette, that is Brianna Anderson. I do remember what she looks like, and she's going to pass the ball inside to the hoop for Aubrey Blackburn and the foul. And a free throw quickly there, and Marquette hangs on to win a low-scoring game by the count of 32-27. Let's get through the girls' scoreboards if we can. Gladstone over Manistee 55-20. I don't think Hancock and Escanaba played. Munising over Carnegie 63-57. Bailey Corcoran and Eddie Bowerman combined for 47 for the Mustangs. Mariska Laurel 27 for the Wolves. It was Superior Central over North Central 39-33, and we are going to come back and I'll catch up from there.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus, 1 year free financing and free delivery.
Hi friends, Richard Karn here. Now I'm known as the guy who can fix just about anything, but the technology in most appliances requires very special training to fix. And that's why my family has Choice Home Warranty.
Choice Home Warranty covers over 25 major home systems and appliances. That's your AC, heating, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and so much more.
Imagine for less than a cup of coffee a day, Choice Home Warranty can help protect you from expensive major system and appliance breakdowns that your homeowner's insurance doesn't cover.
Call Choice Home Warranty now and get access to a nationwide network of over 15,000 technicians and the latest appointment setting technology so you'll know when they're on their way.
So, Do what this old DIYer did and call Choice Home Warranty now before something breaks down.
Get protection for your heating, AC, plumbing, kitchen, and laundry appliances, and more. Call for your free quote today. Call in the next 5 minutes and get your first month free. 800-418-1754. 800-418-1754.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Home for CBS is WZMQ 19.
Why should you consider re-siding your home? Your home is the largest investment you'll make. Protect it with new siding installed by the experts at the Window Store. We offer a range of affordable, high-quality siding options, including premium ABC seamless steel siding with attractive financing options available. And we install all winter long across the entire UP. Schedule your appointment today and enjoy the Window Store experience for yourself. Your clear choice is the Window Store.
Light snow for tonight through the Saturday morning time here, and most of you getting less than an inch. Some of you in the interior sections of western Upper Peninsula may get up to 3 to 5. You can see the 3.2 here, but again, most of you getting an inch or less of accumulation. Then Sunday into Monday, the next weather system comes in. Saturday looks good and dry, but Sunday we'll get some snow. Could be a steady snow, kind of a wetter snow. Not the best to drive through, certainly hard to shovel. That plus a little lake enhancement could give a lot of snow by the end of the day, Monday, into the western shores of Lake Superior. And 6 inches are possible in some other spots. Marquette looking at about 3 to 4. Then a cold hit into Tuesday, some more lake effect. And after a cold Wednesday, we warm up a bit as we head toward the end of next week. Kevin, back to you.
Tom, thank you. And Mike, very quickly, we're going to get
Let's
those
see how
scores
well
in.
we can do here. Other winners on the girls' side tonight: North Dickinson, Stevenson over Forest Park. That was 58-43. North Dickinson won 64-11. Victory for Lance over Bessemer, 68-21. Baraga easily over Watersmeet. And Cedarville Detour defeated Flint International 58-31. Can we roll quickly? No, let's not roll that one. Sorry, Negaunee and Ishpeming. I don't have time. But Negaunee won a little bit, 60-57. Also winning was Marquette over Menominee, 73-43. Other winners: Iron Mountain, Lodz, Ontonagon, Baraga, Houghton, Norway. Red Wings won 5-3 over the Blackhawks. Ohio State beat Texas 28-14. Wave. We're done.
Toyota has more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else, like the family-sized Toyota Highlander, named a Best Family SUV by Kelley Blue Book.
Or the bigger, more powerful Grand Highlander with a full-size third row.
Now, during Toyota Truck and All-Wheel